Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the second video of Masters of the Universe that should be out today, and it actually has to focus on a certain character that, in all honesty, in part one didn't really have a lot of attention put on this character, and there is a chance there might have been a reason for that. Now, who is the character that I'm talking about? Well, you can see her right there on the screen. It's Andra, who was played by Tiffany Smith. And it seems like there's a chance something might happen with this character that I don't think anyone is going to like. No one is going to like that this is going to happen with this character, and it's just going to end up pissing more people off. Now, before I continue, let me just clarify. We are just speculating in this video. We don't know whether or not this is going to happen. However, considering that we have modern day standards, I don't think anyone would really be surprised if they actually did this. Which, again, I pray and hope that they don't do, because if they thought the backlash for part one was bad, if this happened, I'm telling you, it's going to be even worse. It's going to be even worse. So what exactly am I talking about? Well, Tiffany Smith, the voice actress for Andra, did an interview, and it seems like she mentioned something in an interview that might hint at what's something that might happen in part two. So let's just go ahead and read this. Now, this is shared by Clownfish TV, and I'm not gonna lie. There's a part of me that's honestly waiting for Kevin Smith to respond to this, just like he did everything else. So they posted this article right here. Now let's just go ahead and read the whole thing. And not excuse me. Not long after, an audition for Master of the Universe Revelation came up. I did the audition, but I didn't want to reach out to Kevin or anything. I really wanted my work to speak for itself. I remember at the end of the audition, I had to say the iconic, "I have the power line." Power line. So I pulled my lightsaber off the wall, because yes, I have two, and raised it up over my head as I said the line. I realized they think it was super cool or go, eesh. Thankfully, a couple of weeks later, I got a call saying I had booked the role of Andra. Now, that in and of itself might hint that they're going to give Andra the sort of power. Now, Kevin Smith did say in that panel that he did with Griffin Newman, who was the voice actor for Orko, that if there's anyone out there who thinks that Teela's going to get the sort of power, spoilers, she doesn't hold the sort of power in any of the episodes. Okay, now considering we know that Kevin Smith really likes to argue semantics, because he still likes to push this narrative that he didn't lie, and that, the whole Teela doesn't have a girlfriend, which, first of all, yes, because considering the way they were acting, they definitely were a couple. Either that, or Kevin Smith basically just admitted to queer baiting, which is also a bad thing. And now you might be asking, wait, why is Teela and Andra being related a bad thing? Well, the reason why it's bad isn't because they're a couple. It's because they went out and they built this as a sequel to the 80s show. And I'm sorry, but in the 80s show, Teela wasn't gay. So either this is a sequel, or you admit that this has no connection to the 80s show, which if that's the case, then okay, go ahead and make Teela and Andra gay. No problem here. Go ahead. But remember, Kevin Smith is still going out there and saying that no, they're not a couple, which again, he's basically admitting to queer baiting. And if you remember what happened with Voltron, well, you can pretty much expect that. Because you can't go out there and tease that, Teela and Andra are not a couple when you clearly have them acting like a couple in the show. Anyone with eyes can tell these two are together. And Clownfish TV joked that, maybe they were going to have Teela become the sorceress, which isn't anything wrong. I think they were always planning to have that happen. So, okay, nothing wrong with that. But they also joked that, they might make Andra her champion because, they're together. So Andra would be her champion, and that they were going to retire the He-Man name. Again, they were just joking. They didn't have someone on the inside give them this information. They were just joking about this. Well, based on this, it seems like there might be something to that. Again, if they thought the backlash to part one was bad, if this happened, oh boy. Now, do I think that this is going to happen? Well, I don't know. But like I said, considering modern day standards, I wouldn't be surprised if they did this. And there were some things that did happen in part one that could be sort of them hinting at this might happen. Because if you remember in episode 2 in particular, they specifically had Andra tell Tila that, you know what, I want to go out there and help. Now, initially I thought, they were just making Andra to be someone who wants to go out there and help people who need her. And at first I thought, okay, that honestly makes me like her even, that does make me like her as a character. And then in episode 5, when they were in Preternia, this universe's version of heaven, if you don't know, they had a scene where right before Adam left with Tila, Andra, and Evelyn to go back to Eternia, they had a scene where Hero was looking at Adam and they were telling him, listen, if you leave, there's a chance you might not come back. And they basically tried to tell him that, listen, you don't have to pick up the mantle, you don't have to pick up the sword and defend Eternia. There were champions before you, there will be champions after. It's that part in particular that makes me think that maybe they were hinting that there was going to be someone after He-Man, after Adam. Which, again, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe this is nothing. I don't know. But like I said, considering modern day sensibilities, I would not be surprised if they actually did this. Which, again, I really hope that they don't. Conference TV even says have no insider info about part 2. So Kevin Smith, there you go. They don't have anyone on the inside telling them anything. Just leave it alone. But we joke that they totally make Tila the sorceress with Andra as her champion and retire the He-Man persona. Just to completely pour lemon juice in the fandom's gaping wound, right? But it was a joke, oh boy. And then they did this, where they translated a man to Greek, and it specifically says Andra. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Again, there is a chance we're reading too much into this. There is a chance that they are not going to really go this route, which I hope and pray that they don't. But you know what? Those are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, if you enjoyed my content, remember to like, share, subscribe to help out with the algorithm. Ring the bell for notifications. Look forward to the next video. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Bye for now.